For some people it's interesting. Um, it's interesting what I will say about YouTube, because YouTube, it's not my name, but this platform, I started that platform from completely zero. It was in 1992. So a lot of those decisions are mine. That's not belonging to YouTube CEOs. So I expect actually compensation. Keep sending money, keep sending emails or whatever. I'm actually in a position of suing this company for illegal use and using fraud. So what happened was, in '92 I was married. I lived in Minneapolis, and I decided to come to my own exploring, because in '91 I've seen AOL in New York. They had small kind of exploring, but it's different kind. And I talked to minivan person because they were running own cables. So I talked to him. He said business is not really great. It's okay, but not super. And basically, in some way, for me, it was interesting, because computer business, something beside your programs in computer, because for some reason I found no matter how many programs you have, it's kind of limited to programs. And now I wanted to see communication, so the 91 AOL in New York, they were kind of like some kind of exploring, minor, small exploring. They were closing AOL. They were closing their business. They were closing their business, I think at 8 p.m. So you see, until 91. So basically they had small things going. And I've seen in New York. But I came to my exploring in 92. You see this one? They didn't have any big revenue. You see, like, that's what guy told me. They didn't have big revenue. Basically, I came to my exploring in 92. It should be changed here from their way to my way, because if you look at pictures, their pictures of 91, the look, the you know how platform look. So you need to look for 91, because after 92 they started to go my way, but I did not allow it. Like that search engine, like you see, and you submit and you have that list, that's not AOL, that's my way. So basically you need to look somewhere, you might find certain stuff, but specifically for 91, not backdated, because sometimes you can find stuff that is backdated. Once in a while you'll find false statements that look like them, but it's already not them. It's already somebody told them about my way and they started to change. So in general, if you see AOL is moving from New York to like Virginia or something, so when they moved to Virginia they were using my way. It's not their 91 New York way. Anyway, how and why it happened. Because I was married in Minnesota. I was married, but that lady was from Ukraine. But she's not really Ukrainian. She was like Russian with some German relatives, a little German and the rest Russian kind of. So, but from Ukraine. So I got married in Ukraine, and she. And at that time in '92 I was in Minnesota, so I decided to come to my own exploring, because in Minnesota nobody had America Online. That was in New York, '91, only some small group. And because I didn't have anything in Minnesota, I did go to see what stores have. So they didn't have. They had like this. You go inside, like some business store. They have like this, but you can use programs. You cannot use any AOL or any Explorer. In Minnesota, no. I don't think even I was in Boston in '91. Boston. I don't think even Boston had AOL. AOL to me was more like around Manhattan. I would say around Manhattan. I was in New Jersey, like shortly. I did not see anything in New Jersey. And I was in upstate New York, like Nanoyet Mall. I didn't see anything. There are no really minivans running there in '91 with that name. Only like in New York. So they were closing business, I believe, at 8 p.m. And I don't think they had anything during the weekends. So anyway, I started to think about my own exploring different to the exploring, because the exploring was something else. Their platforms different, and whatever how it works is different. I don't know exactly this chat even what year it belongs to. Sometimes you need to search what they had in '91. Anyway, for me it's not that important. I decided to work on my own exploring, my own networking, my own platforms, my own search engine, my own email, chat, video chat, stuff like this. So one of those platforms I came to was this one that they use for YouTube. So this YouTube is not my name, because at that time I did not give names. I was working on platforms. This platform is for people, regular people. It could be some professional, but in general this is not for professional video makers. I did have, like you see, news that's part of my platform, but in general it's not for news people. It is for people at home after work in general, after work people. So suppose after work, suppose I like bicycle or bike, so let's say bike. So when you see bike, you see, first of all, what you see is this one. You see the bigger videos, and it has this one. This is my second page. This is not a YouTube page. That's my page. Most of what you see, YouTube is using my pages, and that is my platform. That's what I'm saying. That's not AOL platform, it's not Bill Gates platform, and it's not even YouTube CEO platform. They were using my platform. So I came to that and so I was married. I told my ex-wife, what do you think? And I was trying to get opinion. It was 92, but 93 we got divorced, and she goes to, well, she was from Ukraine, but she took airplane to Moscow, and then I guess she go Ukraine. But historically, she could be in Germany, because she said she had a short job working for some kind of German guy, like interpreter. So basically, she go to locations like Moscow, Russia, because her parents were in Ukraine, so she go Ukraine, and because she had previous work, I guess part-time work as interpreter, she could go Germany. She didn't know English much, she was more like a German. So, and then she started to talk about my platforms, whatever, but the thing is, legally, I should talk and I should do the paperwork, but she was talking and some kind of tweaks there, maybe illegal paperwork, false statements, they implemented my platform. So if you see this guy is German, so, and another Bangladeshi guy, yeah, it is made in, maybe they were in America, but that platform basically came from me. Ex-wife was talking and they were implemented, but I need my money. I need my money, or this should be considered as illegal platform. And I'm not joking. If they had any signatures, that's counterfeit signature, that's not my signature. And I had to be on copyrights. To make any decision for a platform, I had to think, so I had to be on copyrights. They cannot use any of my ways. That would be called illegal use, illegal copying. So this would be my first page, like this. This page is based on like you subscribe, anything new comes out of your subscription, it will come here as new stuff. Now this page, if like you type bike on that page, but it will give this page because you can see better. You can see better because it's bigger, and you can see this one. Okay, so that's how it is. They cannot use any of my decisions. That was my platform.
Tonight we're following several.
I did not allow to use. It's called intellectual property violation. So, and suppose you like something, you click. Suppose you click on this. Now,
spin your passion into a business with Shopify and break sales records with the
commercial.
world's
That's
best
commercial.
converting
That's my
checkout.
way to use commercial.
So if I build a new lens,
so you see this one, this guy, right? So I came to this screen and came to this certain line, and then I came to expanding. There is expanding like this. I came to this expanding. I came to this particular your name here, and then all this, I came to this one, all this chat that does not belong to CEOs of YouTube. So what you see, it does not belong to them. They're in illegal use or copying, or they were using fraud here and there. This is my way. Videos on this side, and it's written here. Now you see, if I click here, you see the red line, it takes you to other place. So I came to this play, and then basically it will allow you to go back or forward for this networking screen. Okay, I don't believe in 91 they really had CDs. At that time they were using videotapes, VHS. It could be even DVD people took this from me, because I was doing that with DVD and it looks like line and all that. I don't think it came from DVD. I think it came from that's my decision for this play and the line how long, how far, and then that bigger screen, because at some point I need to see, I came to this, I need to see this one, next one or related one, but at some point I don't need constantly, so I do this, I expand, look, but then if I need to look back, then I look back at this one. So if I say, suppose bike, okay, I'm done with this video, let me see here, I have already bike people there, or I had another way, like, which is going to be like that one, this one. So instead of going back, I had all
So
these
if I
videos
build
here.
a new
Now-
lens, and my lens only works with my camera, then
Now what else? If you look at this one, that's a particular guy, right? And then that's his channel. This is located on my system. That's not located in his house. So if we talk about internet or web, that's not internet or web way, because internet web way, it should be in his building, computers running to show to a guy in another building. So that would be web or internet way. They don't use intermediate computers. In my case, this is working more like a client server. So all this video does not belong to his computers. Like he's not running computers for the public. He's downloading that on a server which is not really his. He has a space. That's how my system works. So he has a space there, and he's downloading from computer to there. That's where people are getting from, not from his personal computer. He can shut that down, but because he downloaded to my system computers, that's where people can get it from. So that's not web or internet. That is called more like client server. But I have custom network configuration. You cannot call it client server because I have certain other ways, which is called as custom. It's not really straight line client server. Client server didn't have providers, didn't have wireless, didn't have hubs, didn't have redirection, didn't have international connection where something have to direct to it. So in this case, you can have, with my system, you can have those videos in US, and you can have in South America, any other places. It's not always will be stored here. With client server you store here. With my way, I have, I would say, bunch of client servers setups, and then with that bunch of client server setups, depending on the area, that's where you can store. It's not always all YouTube's videos are stored in US based on my system yet. Sometimes you can see even like some strange ends. I think some of them are saved in Europe. They are not safe here, especially if it's not English language. Probably they are not stored. So anyway, so I came to that particular name. Like I said, I came to this. I came to this. That's not belonging to CEO. Post comment. I came to this post comment. Now, those people should not really implement without me. That would be illegal use and spying. If those CEOs would talk to me is one thing, but they were talking to ex-wife about my platform in a house. Legally, they consider that as a spying. Well, she can put some lies. She lied. I got divorced. She's like, I don't like you, stupid bitch. I'm going. She is lazy and she like to tweak things. That's what I see. Some kind of I can see some kind of fraud or false statements, probably forgery. Some kind of forgery, false statements, fooling lawyers. Lawyers believe in one thing, but there is something else. I can see that. So anyway, that's how my system works. Now, based on my, not system, but like system, and suppose this video, this is for people platform. Now, if you click on this, that was my way, my platform, certain structures. You see, it has like certain background. That's not CEO YouTube decisions. You have name, and then you see videos. So basically, this is I came to which is called eBay. In case of eBay, you have inventory. This is not inventory, but this is his videos, and this design different, but I'm the same person. I just design. It's called design thinking. So I apply design thinking, but I change, but my way in some way the same. So in case of eBay, you have inventory, but I design a little bit different, but in general idea is the same. But in case of videos, this kind of is your inventory. You download your YouTube video to watch. In some cases could be to buy. In some cases it could be to buy. I don't see much, but I could make to buy. I think I could make to buy, but anyway, they are not supposed to use anything. Anything I said they cannot use. That belongs to my house. It is intellectual property. They cannot copyright. This copyright is a legal copyright. If you see on the bottom, they cannot copyright my decisions. They should be substantially different. Because if you want to offer that for investing, you need to be substantially different. Otherwise, it's not yours. And believe me, I started from completely nothing, scratch, completely like paper, white paper. Suppose this white paper. I don't have one white paper. What suppose? Let me see. Suppose like this. I started like this. Nothing. I've seen AOL outside. I did not even go through their platforms outside. I never subscribed AOL because I did not live in New York City. I live in New York State, and I did not see in New York State AOL. I never subscribed. I don't even know what's about, but I do know they were in New York City. But anyway, so I came to particular way, okay, which is people they download. I came to the downloading certain things, it says create, in my way upload. It would be upload. Now when it comes to create, I had also like editing. You can upload and edit. They decided to call it create, but you can just upload. You don't need to create. Anyway, what else? Suppose okay, this is me, right? I came to, okay, this one page is for people to see what kind of videos that guy has. And now another page I came to, okay, this is me. So I came to the certain background. So my name of the channel, and this is inventory for me. So one kind of inventory for everybody else to see, like I call it, because I'm thinking from the certain computer ways and logics, I can say inventory, but in case of eBay it was inventory. In case of video package, it's like videos. So videos. So you suppose I click on videos, that's my videos, but I kind of consider suppose my videos kind of inventory. So now in this case you can manage, you can this is your, it's a different kind of page, because that one nobody can change, but here, because you go inside of your inventory or inside of your videos, you can edit and change. You know what I mean? So if you look at okay, they call it studio. I did have, you can change sound or whatever, cut or whatever. So this is for you, your inventory. You see the structure? This is for you inventory and change. But that page that I was showing you, which is not mine, will not allow you to change. It is just showing you what it has, what videos he has. Now
build a
this
new
one, if I
lens,
say bike,
and my lens only works with my camera, then
riding,
that's
bike,
vertical integration. Or if I build new
let's
headphones
suppose
and my headphones only work
seen
with my
in
cable,
Hawaii,
that's vertical integration. Now if I build a new smartwatch
titanium bike.
and my smartwatch
First time
only
I've
works with my
Titanium
smartphone,
bike, it
be
costs
careful.
so much money, crazy money. It's like a car almost. Okay, so titanium bike. Some people in Hawaii, they like bikes. They buy this titanium. The price expect in thousands of dollars. So if I type titanium bike, it gives me titanium bike. Why? Because it has this word titanium. So I came to this part. It should have a name. It should pull by certain thing, by your interest. So the system should recognize something about titanium bike. So if you wrote titanium bike
well-qualified buyers can get 1.9%
and suppose
APR
what they
financing on
call
2024
text,
Acura models.
basically it should have something to pull from. The system cannot recognize Garden. No, the system can recognize Garden and
The Honda
can recognize
HR-V
titanium.
with impressive sporty style inside and out.
But
From the
if you
brand
didn't give anything
2023 best
to the
overall
system,
brand,
it cannot
Kelly
recognize.
Lewis, KBB.com.
It doesn't know where
Honda,
to pull
the
from.
power of dreams.
To look at what. So I came to that. It should look at whatever they say.
So there's been lots of chat about
See
titanium
what I
bikes
mean? It
recently.
means
People
the
claiming that it's the
customer
best
should
material
write
to build a bike out
titanium
of. It's smoother than carbon,
bike,
more comfortable than aluminium. There's
and
supposedly a
like
list of
what
benefits
they
as
have
long as there
text.
aren't. But there's also
Basically
people
it's for
calling it just
computer
marketing hype, and it's difficult
to
to know who is
recognize
right
what
and
to
what
look
to
at.
believe. Well, today I wanted to
pull
make a
from
video
where?
to shed some light on the
So I
truth
came
of
to
this
that one.
material and to share my experience of riding this titanium
Now,
bike
that should
from
be
Riley
pretty
Cycleworks
accurate.
for
You
the
should
last
not
few
write
months and
some
to see,
kind of
is this
stupid
titanium
stuff
thing
if it's
all that
like
it's cracked up to
garden.
be? So firstly, a couple of caveats.
say
The first one being that
garden
Riley
where
have sent me this bike. I've got it on loan from them, but they have not asked me to make this
a
video,
small
and all of the thoughts and
possibility to
opinions
find
and things that I'm going to
titanium.
share is purely my own opinion and
Well,
it's not affiliated
the
with
system might
Riley
look
in
like
any way.
okay, titanium,
Secondly,
but
I've
it's
not
nothing
ridden
about bike.
loads
It
and loads of
might put
bikes,
on a-
and so when I talk about
on a hand
comparison
somewhere,
today,
but
I'm primarily comparing it to
it could
my
give you,
carbon
but it's not
Canyon
really related
Endurance
to
and my
titanium
aluminium
bike. It does
Cannondale
not mean that you
Topstone.
can
And all
dig
three
your
of these
garden
bikes are kind
to
of
get the bike.
endurance geometry bikes.
So,
I do think that it makes a good comparison, but I don't
what I
have the
wanna say
breadth of
is,
experience of having tested hundreds of bikes, and so bear that in mind.
so you
Okay,
have this
so
structure,
titanium, why are we using
Now,
it for
what
bikes?
else?
So as a material, titanium or
So this-
titanium
this
alloys
main
are strong,
important is the
almost as
front
strong as
page.
steel in fact. But the benefit that titanium
Then
has is it's a lot
you have
lighter
that
than steel.
with bigger
Compared to aluminium,
pictures,
titanium
names.
is a lot stronger,
Then you
but
have
it's also more dense
player,
and so heavier.
expand-
However, in the
expandable
context of
player.
like a finished bike, because titanium
say
is
this, you
stronger,
can
you
s-
don't
you
need to use as much material. So
back,
like the tubing can be thinner,
you have
etc.,
elements,
etc. And so if you had two
and
bikes
then-
like for like, one with aluminium and one with titanium, there actually
channel
wouldn't be a
subscribe.
massive
I came to
difference
the
in weight
subscribe
because less titanium would have been
or
used.
follow.
Compared to carbon,
So if you
titanium
wanna
is never
see
going
his
to
other
be as
videos,
light.
new videos
But
come,
titanium is strong in every direction,
would-
and due to the way that carbon
because
layering is
you
done,
follow
it's
or
often only
subscribe.
really strong in one direction and
to me,
fragile in
I
others.
could
But
call
unlike
subscribe,
carbon,
I could
titanium has a
call
bunch of other
follow.
unique
To me,
features
it's all the
that
same.
are quite interesting in the
For
context of
my
bike
social
frames.
network,
Let's talk about
I
corrosion.
could-
It's a
I
fun
could
topic.
give one name
Titanium
of the
doesn't
same.
corrode. It doesn't
This is
rust.
like
And in the UK,
social
that
network,
is
you
a
follow
massive
somebody, the
advantage
same
because
as you
the
follow
roads that we have, especially
or
at this time of
subscribe,
year,
whatever.
are covered in
It is
salt
pretty
and
much
mud
the same.
and
So
grit, which
basically,
are horrible for
if he
corroding
has
bike
something
frames.
new
and so
coming,
it is a
it will
really nice
notify you.
characteristic
On the
of
front
titanium.
page,
And if you combine the frame with some good quality bearings and the headset, the bottom bracket, and then the
If
wheels,
nothing
you're going to
else,
have a
if you
bike
did
that can
not
stand up to the
subscribe,
harshest weather conditions.
what I remember,
Combining this with its
if you
strength,
did
you've got a
not
bike that is
subscribe anyone, it will give you any new stuff based on what you've seen before. Suppose I was watching this guy, David Bean. Sometimes I watch him. David Bean there.
In a world where academic deadlines meet the blank page.
Grammarly?
Here.
Hi, yes,
Okay,
with
so,
Grammarly by your side at every...
This
Here's
is
a-
Antigua
here's
and
a
Barbuda,
Caribbean
the
island.
land of sea and sun. You may have heard about it in the news recently, but today we're going to be diving deep into the
Sometimes I watch him.
food-friendly
He was
people.
somewhere, I believe, in Ukraine, like around, like in Western Ukraine. He go to different countries. So, what do I want to say? So basically, I don't subscribe him. Sometimes I watch stuff on my TV. I have YouTube on TV, and I don't like to log in, so I watch without subscription. But my TV is giving me based on previous people I've seen. It will keep giving. So the same idea. That is my idea. That right now on TV, but the same idea is here. If you did not subscribe anyone, it will give you kind of new stuff from last people you've seen, because the system should give you something. To me, it was my structure on this. You can have completely blank paper, blank screen if you want, but to me, if I've seen something, then it's okay, because it was my interest. So if I say titanium bike, okay, maybe it's not nothing new, but there are more things about titanium bike. You can give me from that list of that I didn't see about titanium bike, so it will give me this. That's what you probably see. Like I have on TV, I don't log in. On TV, you know, you can log in, but I don't use login. I just watch how it is. So if you didn't subscribe, it will give you, suppose I was watching this David being here, it will give me new stuff or maybe even old stuff he has but I didn't see, but because I was watching it, it will give me something for the screen. You know what I mean? That's how I was structured. So now, what else? I had that he can be contacted. Like suppose this is channel. Beside this, he can be contacted by, like say, email. I don't know if I see that. Suppose I like I know one guy, I met him in Hawaii. I wanna send him something, but I don't like these people to see. I know him, but I don't want I don't want everybody to see, so I had that you can send email or certain email. You see, my ex-wife didn't say probably everything, but something she might forgot or something I might didn't say. I didn't say everything to her. So anyway, suppose David been here, and suppose I've seen he was in Ukraine, and I know some people from West Ukraine, but I don't want everybody to read all that. It's like specifically for his trip and this and that. So to me it had to be, well, maybe if you subscribe, but I don't think so. Suppose I subscribe. I do have not many. Suppose I had some. Suppose this camera conspiracy. How about contacting him? I don't know. But anyway, I had it because I found actually they probably. It does not mean they need to jump right now in air. This platform belongs to me. They need to pay for it. Anything I said in the house that belongs to me. They need to pay that. That YouTube should pay compensation. That's why I said if I get like, let's say 1,500 subscribers, that is just for me to tell I need my compensation, because I wrote everywhere and I don't see all those lawyers, they really care. Probably some corruption involved too. Now, I did say about videos for news, but it does not mean they can implement without permission. So if you see this White House, that White House channel is not the owner of my platform, and in fact not only White House, the federal government is not the owner of my platform. Can you see?
Distinguished guests, the President of the United States and Dr. Biden.
I don't really need him. I'm really tired of their slow attitude. I keep talking, I need my money. They don't care. They have everything else except making legal. So that German guy with Bangladeshi guy listening my ex-wife, but it's not her intellectual property, so I need the money for my platform. And it takes very long time for their brains to understand. You know, are you loco? Huh? Crazy? You cannot understand. And that Bangladeshi guy and German guy CEOs, they implemented all my platform decisions. That's what people are using and looking at. And for some reason I don't see my money. They think everything about programming. Nobody cares about programming. People stand in lines. There are big lines of programmers. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about you need to come. This is called a product, or this is called intellectual property before the programming. You cannot use illegally to your advantage and sell it. You cannot sell as your product. It's true. You cannot sell it. And they play with open source, whatever. I never did allow open source to do anything. So for the software development, there are stages. If you some books you can find. There are stages. First, you need to decide what to program, big parts. Then you have smaller parts. Then you have smaller parts. You have structure and everything. Then you have computer programming. So they took all that big part before the programming, and they used kind of for free. I don't see any money. And I'm sure I can see there is some kind of fraud. X5 in twists in business. She want money for my intellectual property because I came to that in 92 and she left in 93 and she talking overseas. I don't know, Russia, Germany, Ukraine, any other places there. And from 92 till today I live in US or Hawaii, which is US. I lived in Hawaii over 10 years, but I'm back in California. So what I want to say is, okay, you have this even if it says White House or ABC News, CNBC, MSNBC, any kind of news, France 24, European news, I had that, but to me they would need to shoot videos and they would need to post on my platform. This is my platform. But if they shoot news, that is not federal intellectual property. They cannot consider this platform as their intellectual property. They can use any way they want. In fact, if I unsubscribe, it means I will not see them again. I don't care about their videos. Why? Because they have everything else except making normal, and I don't like White House to see too much. Yeah, they have time for all kind of ceremonies, dinners, whatever. They don't have time to make YouTube legal for the whole planet. For 8 billion people, they have a legal platform. Because I never did allow. I can see they use fraud, forgery. I think forgery at some point she signed for me. And money compensation should not go there. I live in California or Hawaii, compensation for that should come here. But there is all kind of tricks. Basically, my ex-wife with all kind of her tricks. Maybe Russian, German, maybe Russian, maybe German are involved in it. Maybe Ukrainian. But 3 major places I look at, some crooks could be Russia, Ukraine, and Germany. And now they got that Bangladeshi guy for the CEO. I don't know much about him. I did not talk to Bangladeshi guys. I think I knew one guy. He was a car salesperson, but in general I have nothing to do with Bangladesh. I don't know. So so suppose I unsubscribe. If I want, I can subscribe. So, but today I don't want this new stuff. I'm tired of the White House. Too much. So I don't need. If I don't want, suppose I have this one, Al Zahira. So subscribe. I don't know. I'm too tired. There's too much of news. I don't need them. So I unsubscribe. So I came to that part. Subscribe or follow or unfollow. Now if you have something new, it would come like this MSNBC. Subscribe. I don't need them. I'm kind of too tired of. I don't like it. I don't want. Okay, so because they push too much of news. Some people make one video in a week, and for the rest I have all these news people every day. It's just too much for me. There is no way to change. Like maybe that would be my next project, MSNBC News, and then it gives you, like, suppose subscribe like once a week. It comes once a week, every Monday, whatever. And the rest I don't want to see. I'm tired of it. Because what they do is they have like, take a look, MSNBC 7 hours, MSNBC 14 hours, MSNBC 15 hours. They will have news because it's news company. They keep downloading videos, and I would actually suggest advertisers don't look at those views. Don't make compensation based on that, because all they do is news, and monetizing should not be based on that, because that is news company. Their monetizing should be completely, almost, I don't know how many times less, because my main purpose was for the people. Monetizing, that's my ideas too. So I came to idea, depending on the advertising budget, you give some money to those who make videos, because I thought if they just make videos and don't get nothing, they don't have enough desires to make videos. So based on my ideas, that is my ideas, it's not Bangladeshi or German guy or YouTube CEO. Based on that, you have to either get money from advertising or get money from advertising by giving something. So if you give something, then you have more videos. So it's a kind of a different way of growing business. You give people money and they're happy and they make more videos. You give money, they make more videos. So, but these news people should not use that, because all they do is 24 hours, I guess, or whatever. I've seen it. Some of them are not good people, actually. I don't like them. I went inside of studio. Some of them are rude people. Like this MSNBC, I don't like him. This is, I would really reduce. If somebody is getting monetizing money because this company, I would not give them much, very little. Because you need to, originally you were for the channels, for the, like this MNBC is for the channels. For, like, say, the cable TV, that's how they should be. They should not have big presence here. This is not my main purpose of making this particular package or platform. So what they have to do is they have to go to cable TV and do stuff for cable TV. But they can be here, they can download. But honestly, I never had a plan they will download every damn stupid 2 hours. I think it's too much. And they have typical political brain with it. They're trying to probably monetize all their stupid stuff. They're probably doing for monetizing. I don't need anything them to do for monetizing. This is not a federal intellectual property project to be too much into that. And in fact, I think during the work, no politician should be involved in YouTube or video package. They have to do their job, and they don't need to sit and do something to suck money out of this platform, because this platform was designed for people after work. It's not designed for politicians during the work try to suck money. So I would say even like this federal judge or whoever, they should keep looking at federal networks and whatever they have to do. People were voting for them to do their job, not to keep doing videos or try to suck money because of social network. Social network is not federal intellectual property. They're not supposed to do anything for that during the day. After work they can explore, do whatever, but not during the day, work time. So this is what I say, titanium bike. So suppose you have titanium bike. Well, it's good they didn't structure, because some politician might structure. You know how they think? A politician on titanium bike, a politician on titanium bike, politician love titanium bike, politician all around titanium bike. Politician think it's all the best thing. You know what I mean? It's good that they don't have the structure. I don't like all that bending. If it's titanium bike, it means titanium bike. I don't need any kind of all those people jumping, trying to get those clicks and suck basically advertising budget. So all those news people, political, they should have federal stuff. After work they can post about his titanium bike, but I don't like all that. They change from one thing to other stuff. Now, I'm not joking. For long time, from beginning of YouTube, I don't see my money because they were implementing, because my ex-wife repeated. I don't know, in Germany, Ukraine, Russia, I don't know where. So if you look at YouTube, if you look at YouTube, well, because this video looked to me very long, I'm not gonna talk about Google and Netflix. That's my platforms too. Okay, so because for some reason I don't have that premium YouTube, I just use normal. So for me to download, it just takes forever. That's why I don't use 4K, because I don't work for quite a long time. Actually, I cannot spend anything. So YouTube wiki. Wikipedia is illegal too. It's because of Olga talking. It is called spying. You take a look again, Bruno. All those people, based on spying questions, they were implemented and running into California, Northern California. That Northern California is kind of like a spot for illegal implementations. Anyway, take a look. Founded February 14, 2005. Well, I came to that in 92. But it was up to me to decide. If I see good people, right people, I talk. If I don't, I don't. So, but even if it says 95, they could talk way before that. It's not their platform. It is my platform implemented by this one. Take a look. Chinese. Probably it's Chinese involved. These people. I'm not joking, exaggerated. These people could be dealing with communists. So what happened? My ex-wife went to Russia, Ukraine, Germany, and it was like 93. She left in 93, but it was post-communist time. Like in 92 they split, like Ukraine separate, everybody separate, but they still have communists. And in Germany too, even if they broke the wall, they still have communists. Even probably today you can find communists. If you look at Communist Party of Germany, I think even today they have, in France too. So because my ex-wife decided to implement without me and try to get money for my stuff, that's called twisting, and probably fraud, because she said fraud here and there. If I'm divorced and she is saying she is married, it is fraud. And if she signed, it is forgery. And if she said I like money to go there, that's fraud. It's twisting. I never want. So basically they're structuring to get money for my stuff, for my platform, so for my decision before the programming. Because at some point lawyers want to know, so they make big eyewash for the lawyers, including where money should go. But anyway, if you look at this, 2005, in 2005, believe it or not, so all these people there, I don't know from where. So this one, American webmaster. Okay, I can tell you, I never did allow him to use my platform. He cannot use. I don't care if he's American or even from the extraterrestrial planet. I do not allow him to use. I never did. He is using illegal papers. Now this one, American software engineer, internet, blah blah blah. Okay. Karim. But I've seen someone, it says Bangladesh, some Bangladesh, some German. So anyway, you can read maybe some of them it says, but I think this is Bangladesh. Somewhere in Bangladesh, and maybe they immigrated. They started to have name. This is a cocky looking man, some kind of. Probably one of the stupid heads who believe he can use all for free. He cannot use all for free. But he look kind of cocky. This look like believe in some kind of stories. This don't know much about it, but this is probably American, high nose kind of boy. He doesn't need to respect anything. All for him for free. Yeah. For free nothing. If you want for free, go and drive outside. Take your car and drive on Saturday and Sunday and look for free or garage sale. For free you can get from garage sale or from the sign. You will never find any signs around my house in Minneapolis. So anyway, all of those trees, they use my intellectual property illegally. So if anybody will be called to criminal court, to international court, you should not have crazy eyes. All of this you need to pay for my intellectual property used for your company, because it had to be my name on copyrights and it had to be my compensation. And when you are selling that, it had to be my name there, because it's not your platform. Otherwise you sold a company with illegal use, copyrights violations, and with the unjust enrichment. You can have any cocky look in the world you like, but you should not break the law. So if you break the law, you were selling basically illegal. It was not for free. If you show paper for free, that's a fraudulent paper. If you show they can copyright mine for free, I should not be on copyrights, that's a fraudulent paper. Now in 95, if you look at 95, let me show you. 2005. He talk about YouTube 2005. In 2005, I lived in Garden Grove, California. I have never seen all of them around my place. So they found from my X5. In reality, they had to come here for legal paperwork. If I don't like to drive far away, that's where I was, Garden Grove. I'm not joking. You can find records in. I live here and I pay taxes, tax. Like suppose Toyota salesman or Acura salesman or something like that. You can find car sales. If you can find for 2004 to 2005, if you look at California cars sales, because in California when people go to finance, it should be a salesperson name on a deal, because they want to see who is responsible for that. Basically, for lemon law or whatever, it should be a person selling that particular car. When you go to finance, if there is no name on finance, the finance is calling you, hey, know your name, so you need to put your name. So when you put your name and the deal is done, finance is done, they print the voucher. So beside address and beside everything, you can see right inside of your Sacramento or other place, you can see the deals and cars sold and my name on it. That's how you can know my location. Now if ex-wife is telling stories and writing different papers, look like I am there or whatever, look like money should go there, money should not go there, money should go here. From 2005, money should go here. That's where I was. Garden Grove, If they did something in 2004, money should go here. California, Garden Grove. Now, I did live here. I did work at Buena Park. I would say 2002 Buena Park, and then I go to Cerritos, and then I go to Costa Mesa, but I did live here. Now, like 2006, after 2006, I would be going to Hawaii. And there are records you can find. First I took airplane from Los Angeles, LAX. I'll go to Maui. It was cheaper for me to go, so I save a little money. So from here to go to Maui, and from Maui go to Honolulu. So I had a stop somewhere in Maui, and then I took to Honolulu. So from 2006, I believe 2006. Yeah, 2006. Honolulu. But Honolulu is long. You'll find records I'm here somewhere like not St. Island. I would say more like close to Diamond Head. So this is Diamond Head. So those hotels here, they had like Britney Spears. Somewhere like I've seen music, big concert here. Not Alamo, like here somewhere. I think around Hilton somewhere. Well, in reality, Hilton is not really Waikiki. Some people say Waikiki. Waikiki is not really what people think. Waikiki is much shorter than people think. Okay, this one. Anyway, Hilton. So I was around here. Sheraton, I know the Sheraton, this building. I did work later at Park Hotel. Basically I was here in the beginning, here, and I mean I walk here kind of a lot, and I was but I was living close to university. So if like you see like this Diamond Head and all that, but I was here, Moilili, in the beginning, Moilili, Sutton Street. It's short distance to Waikiki, and then I moved even shorter. I was right here. Okay, Waikiki, walking distance. There is a fire station. Wait, it is. Let me see. Somewhere there is a fire station. This is Diamond Head, right? This is Diamond Head. Okay. It says Paki. Paki. See Paki? So I live here, Paki. This is walking distance. Even if some say Waikiki, this is not Waikiki. Waikiki is only short beach. They have that. You see Kuhio Beach, Queens Beach. So even if people think it's Waikiki, many times it's not Waikiki. Waikiki Bay, yes, but not the beach. If you open like this, okay, this is Waikiki Beach. But at Hilton, even if Britney Spears said it's Hilton. This is Kahanamoku Beach. Even if they think Hilton Hawaii Waikiki Beach Resort, but in reality that beach is somewhere else. I don't know why they call it. This is actually a different beach. But anyway, so what I want to say, after that I was there. And I was not in Europe, and any papers they have most likely counterfeit illegal papers. Somebody should go through that, and like I said, I was in Garden Grove, and I went to Hawaii. And that would be also for some other platforms. For 2003, 2004, that's where I was. Garden Grove and going to Hawaii later. That's all I can say. And for other platforms, I talk some other time. Have a nice day. Bye.